Hey guys, welcome back to Cereal at Midnight. It's time for an umbrella unboxing. The last umbrella video was in August, so it's been several months since we've covered umbrella. They have sent over these releases that, like full disclosure, I've never seen any of these movies, so I'm not going to have anything to say about the movies. They're still in the shrink wrap, but because these are the big deluxe website exclusive versions, I thought we could unbox them on the channel, check out everything that's included, and that opens the door for you, if you've seen some of these, to talk about what you think about them in the comments below. Before we get started with these, there's two things. First, I need to tell you that if you're a first-time umbrella website customer, all these releases are, again, the website exclusive versions. They're highly limited. In the case of this release, it is limited to 750 of the units. Now, the movie itself is going to be available in larger quantities, but this version, limited to 750 units. First-time umbrella customers can save 15% on their order with code CAM15. Cereal at Midnight, CAM15. And I will link to that in the description of this episode. That lets them know that you came from Cereal at Midnight and saves you a little bit of money. First things first, they sent over this Terrifier Art Attack Collector's Edition brick set, so Lego style of Terrifier stuff. Now, I can't find this on the website, so I don't know if this was bundled with something else, but I thought it was just kind of fun of them to throw this in my order and send it on. So if you're into Terrifier and you're also into brick building sets, umbrella, it came from Umbrella. That's all I can say about that. Okay, so let's kick it off with the resurrection of the Golden Wolf. Now, this is very reflective, so I'm going to immediately get the shrink wrap off of this. Why am I doing this on camera? Because I believe that for releases like this, a huge part of the fun is seeing what's included, seeing what's involved, and I like to experience that with you. So this is a true unboxing video. So the Resurrection of the Golden Wolf. This is from 1979. Here's the front. Love the car. Side. Back. All right, so this is going to come away, but let's check all this out really quick. So this is the Corporate Salaryman by day, Vicious Criminal by night. Only available from the Umbrella web store. This collector's edition has custom artwork, rigid slipcase. That's this. Custom artwork, rigid, and slipcase by Colin Murdoch. 48-page booklet of behind-the-scenes material and new essays by Patrick Messias and Mark Schilling. 8 art cards, an A3 reversible poster, and it's a limited edition numbered release. Number says 73? Yeah, 73 of 750. Special features include an interview with the director, corporate fantasy and masculine identity in the Resurrection of the Golden Wolf with Robert Edwards, a TV spot, and a trailer. What's under this? Money. Can I do that? I did. All right. Booklet, art cards, and the collectible O-ring. I like that art. And it's got art on both sides. Oh, Sunny Chiba and Yusaku Matsuda. Yusaku Matsuda. All right, what is the... I feel like this is talking Sunny Chiba. I feel like this is a good time to reference my dedicated video review for the Street Fighter collection. Maybe also the Sister Street Fighter collection. Talked about Sunny Chiba several times here over the years. All right, so I'm wondering if this has a reversible version of this art without the ratings. Yes, it does. Let's flip it around. Get in there. Get over here. Mortal Kombat. If you didn't follow all that, that was Mortal Kombat, the 1995 movie. All right. let's see. Yasuke Matsuda stars. Yasuke Matsuda. Okay. Stars as a seemingly run-of-the-mill corporate salaryman who leads a double life as a vicious criminal by night in a delicious scheme of payback. He seeks to dominate the corporation that employs him by day with no reservations about the violent and dastardly actions he must undertake in order to achieve his goals. We already know the special features, so I can show you this. I can show you this. We've got a poster. Why A3? I don't know that I know the answer to why these are called A3 posters. I'm assuming it has something to do with the size. It's not 3 panels. It's, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8 panels. All right. So that's the disc itself. Let me get this back in its slipcover here. Let me do the art cards. See if I can get these out without having to lengthily. I don't want to tear. Sometimes I just tear this little binder. I don't want to tear it today. All right. This looks like my kind of a movie. It's no secret that some of the martial arts movies I'm discovering are not my cup of tea, and this is not martial arts. So this looks, and it's also 70s, which is one of my favorite eras for cinema. All right, now let me slide this back around it while I'm talking. Have you guys seen this movie? I tend to repeat myself a lot in some of these Umbrella videos and even other Australian release videos because so many of these movies, I think an Australian audience had access to them more than a US audience because, of course, Australia is in closer proximity to the Pacific, to that realm. And so there are things that Australians seem to know pretty well that I've never even heard of, really. Um, but maybe it's just a lack of awareness on my part. Golden Wolf Wild Legacy by Patrick Macias. All text. The Resurrection of the Golden Wolf by Mark Schilling. More art from the cards. It's cool that they include those. Text. I should speed up here. Okay. So I'm going to pack this one back up. Let's see. Put these in between the book and the movie. All right. Back. That's really sharp. That's exciting. All right. Angst. Again, I'm not familiar with any of these movies. Let me get the shrink wrap off so we have no glare. This is website exclusive. There are 2,500 units for this one, and I have, what is that, number 7? Sorry, no, 1397 is the number that I got. This is as close as you're likely to get to a real serial killer and survives his reeling reviews. Only available from the Umbrella Web Store. The Angst 4K and Blu-ray Collector's Edition includes a 48-page booklet with interviews and essay by Jack Sargent, David Michael Brown, and Marcus Stigleger. Custom artwork and original slipcase by Rive Creative. RYVE. 8 art cards, and A3 reversible poster, limited and numbered release. This has an audio commentary with the director, another audio commentary with Kat Ellinger and Martin Contario, post-screening Q&A with director Gerald Cargill and actor Erwin Leder. Fear 40 Years Later, interview with actor Erwin Leder. Through the Eyes of a Killer, interview with cinematographer. Not going to try that one. It's a European name. I'll show it to you, though. Walls That Saw Everything, Angst location featurette, killer POV, Lindsay Hallam on the cinematography of Angst, Angst Through the Ages, Nate Roscoe, and the chokehold of the serial killer on the 20th century cinema. And then the trailer. Okay, let's see what's under here. So here's our clean cover. And there's the back cover. Carefully put this back on. Put that right there. We have our art cards. We have our booklets. Some of this I might not be able to show on camera, so I'm going to be careful. Here's the slipcover. It is 4K. I bet this has clean art on the other side because they always do. Yep. There it is. So I'm going to flip it. Got our poster here. And it's a 2-disc set. Let's see, disc 1. Well, that doesn't even say disc 1. It's a 4K and a Blu-ray. So here's the 4K disc, and here's the Blu-ray disc. Let's see, what's the description of this? Lauded as one of the most realistic one of the best serial killer films ever made. Angst is an exercise in fear and disturbance, featuring innovative camera work for its time and incredible performances. Angst puts you in the mind of a compulsive killer in the moments of the act, making it both a chilling and compelling experience. Angst follows Kay, recently released from prison for murder. He quickly begins to feel the need to kill again, and we follow the sadistic spiral into chaos as Kay embarks on a murderous spree in rural Austria. Tense, visceral, and paired with a stunning soundtrack, Angst is for horror fans and cinephiles alike. The back cover. So what's the significance of that ball? It must be a murder weapon, maybe? All right, get in here. Put this back in here. Let's get these art cards ready here. I'm going to say, while I'm showing these, I'm also going to editorialize. I appreciate that Umbrella does not offer you only this option. They give you multiple. If you want the big deluxe edition, the one we're looking at, you can get it. If you don't want it, that's also available at the same time. You're not stuck with a $100 or $150 option. You have multiple options, and that's great because I don't like FOMO practices. I've been talking against it for years. This is clearly not a release that everybody's going to want to spring for because of the cost, but you don't have to spring for this edition. You can get just the movie, and I think that's smart business. That's looking out for your customer. And yeah, maybe I need to make another video about this because it's probably been a few years since I talked about FOMO practices, and really the speculation market around physical media is going crazy these days. Like steelbooks and slipcovers and these limited edition packaging releases, and like it's all, like now a movie's $60 or more. And again, thankfully not necessarily the case for this, but that happened in the comics era of the 90s with all the chromium covers and hologram covers, and it bankrupted the comics industry. And we're only just now getting back to some form of regularity, and they're doing it via speculation again with special covers, retailer exclusive covers, things like that. All right. I don't think scarcity is a sustainable business model. So again, I'm grateful that you can just get the movie if you want to. So this is The Fire Within. This is licensed from Gaumont, 1963 from Gaumont. So I'm guessing this is a French film. Get it out of the plastic wrap here so we can get the glare off of it. This is limited. This is more limited than anything we've talked about so far. Here's the clean cover, side, back, 500 units, and I got number 307. I've had enough. I'm calling it a day. I refuse to grow old. Only available from the Umbrella web store. This Fire Within Collector's Edition includes custom slipcase and rigid case artwork by Moses Lee, 8 art cards, 8 reversible poster, 48-page book, limited edition, numbered release, audio commentary with film critic Adrian Martin, director Luis Manet on The Fire Within, To Leave Without Having Touched Anything, Kat Ellinger on The Fire Within, and a trailer. What? Did I show you guys that? Yeah. By the way, I'm saving the biggest one for last. Okay, we've got this. I'm like, what's the significance of the matchbook? I gotta check this out. Flip this around to the clean artwork. Regarded as Louis Mallet's best work, The Fire Within is a triumphant, quiet style, depressed. Wait, what? Is a triumph of quiet style. Okay. Depressed Alain Leroy leaves the clinic where he was detoxified for alcoholism. He meets his friends, acquaintances, and women trying to find a reason to continue living. Will this help him? The Fire Within is a penetrating, dark, yet often compassionate study of a man with one foot in the grave and a searing commentary on modern society as the director saw it. Special features include, well, we've already done that. Okay. So, poster. Also, by the way, I'm glad to see Umbrella releasing classics in with the cult stuff. I mean, this is a pretty wide range. We got horror, serial killer horror. We've got this film, which sounds like a very it's French drama. We've got Japanese action and a couple more weird things here. But I love because film history is. I had a moment of the doctor from The Bride of Frankenstein going, "It is my only vice. Film history is my only vice." These old movies, I just love them. All right, here we go with the cards here. Ooh. I don't know, it looks good. I do, as much as I like action movies and other genres, I also enjoy grown-ups talking movies, and that seems like what this is, and it's tackling some pretty weighty issues. Here's the booklet. The Portrayal of Depression and the Fire Within by Sam Wolfe. An interview with the filmmaker. I do enjoy the bonuses. These are not empty bonuses that we get with these releases. These have some real weight to them. These essays. The Rise and Fall of Pierre Drieux. La Rochelle. All right. We have two more. Again, we're going to talk about Cecil B. Demented, and then we're ending with Freaks, which is probably the Umbrella release of the year. They going in the grand tradition of Caligula and the Super Mario Brothers before that. All right, Cecil B. Demented is a John Waters film. I don't think I've ever seen Cecil B. Demented. Cecil B. Demented. I've seen Crybaby. I've seen what's the one with the poo and Divine. That one I've seen. Number, what is this, 1500? Yeah, I'm number 634 of 1500. I will also say this: these all say Region B on them, or I think most of them say Region B. That's for legal reasons. These discs are. I'm trying to think of any Umbrella 4K or Blu-ray that's been region locked, and I honestly can't think of them. Now the DVDs back in the day for like the 6-shooter classics and the combat classics, those were often region locked, but not always. This is here because that's the region that they are licensed to distribute this movie in. They paid for the license for Region B. That doesn't mean you can't play it. Demented Forever, only available from the Umbrella web store. This has a 48-page booklet, custom artwork by Johnny Visibly Wasted Bekovac. Custom artwork, slipcase by Johnny Visibly. Okay. 8 art cards, A3 reversible poster, limited edition, numbered release. Audio commentary with John Waters, Kicking Against the Pricks, interview with John Waters, Reframing Fame, interview with Melanie Griffith, Lobster Man from Mars, interview with production designer Vincent Peranio, A Life in Dreamland, interview with Mink Stoll, and the trailer, What is Under Here? All right, this goes back here. You know what? Move these up. There we go. Okay. Art cards, booklets. Maybe I have seen this. Maybe I saw this when it was new, and I just don't. Some of this seems really familiar. Stephen Dorff, Melanie Griffith, Alicia Witt, Michael Shannon. I think maybe I have seen this, and I just haven't seen it in so long. All right, I'm pretty sure I have. Cinema is a weapon. Hold on, let me flip this around. There to there. Better here, better here, better here, better here. Eye doctor joke never gets old. He gets a little old. You see me look over here, it's because the back thing falls off. This is the third time this has fallen off in this video. Demented Forever, Cinema is a Weapon, and Cecil B. Demented. Cecil B. Demented and John Waters is Locked and Loaded. This riotous underground flick follows a deranged director and his crew of tattooed film terrorists as they declare war on Hollywood's soul-sucking schlock. Their mission, kidnap a pampered Tinseltown starlet and force her into the gritty, glorious world of real cinema, whether she likes it or not. With anarchic cameos and cult appearances from the likes of Adrienne Grenier, Maggie Gyllenhaal, Ricky Lake, and even Patricia Hearst. This film is a delirious middle finger manifesto against the mainstream. Wild, wicked, and weirdly heartfelt. Cecil B. Demented is pure, unfiltered waters. We got audio. Oh, we already did the features. Okay, so I'm gonna. Oh, poster. Hold on. Wait. Better here. Better here. Better here. Better here. All right. See the receptionist on your way out, and we will have you fitted for a new pair of contacts. Let's do the book. Stephen Dorff versus Stardom: The Long Strange Trip of a Mainstream Rebel by Guy Davis. By the way, this is I'm on board with the thesis of all of this. Even though I love Hollywood, like I love the artifice of Hollywood, I love the classic illusion. Oh, I referenced Bride of Frankenstein, and I'm wearing a Bride of Frankenstein shirt, and I did not even realize that I was doing that. It's just in my blood, man. This is how I think, man. Designing Trash, Vincent Peranio's creative partnership with John Waters by Justin Beam. City of Screens, the history of Baltimore's movie houses. Nice. The Art of Revolution. This is going to be the promotional. Yeah. Did Hollywood punish these actors for being in this movie? Did they go on to any great studio success after this? It didn't punish Johnny Depp for being in Crybaby. Mikey Shannon. You guys seen the George and Tammy miniseries where Michael Shannon plays George Jones, and Tammy Wynette is played by Jessica Chastain, right? That's her name. Yeah. Oh, it's good. Little liberal interpretation of actual historical events, but I really like it. Okay, I'm gonna pack this one back up, and we're gonna move on to our fifth. Yeah, fifth and final cinematic unboxing. Here you go, sir. You ever see the Cecil B movie? Cecil B. I'm Elvis Presley. I faked my death. I'm still around, baby. And I love John Waters. You love that Cecil B movie. It's pretty good. All right, this is the limited edition of Freaked. I've never seen Freaked. I know Alex Winter co-directed it, right? And he's been heavily involved with this release. Alex Winter, Bill from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Lost Boys, and I'm sure he would rather I say co-director and the filmmaker behind Freaked than those other things, but maybe not. So there's something here in the front. This says, a lot of milkmen on the same route. No wonder they fight. Elijah C. Scuggs. So there's something in here, but I don't know what it is yet. So we got to figure it out. We got to find it out. I just love them Umbrella limited editions, man. Man, I'll tell you what. This is amazing. Look at the size of that thing. That's no moon, kid. Bum 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 bum. All right, I'm gonna set this right here, and we're gonna see what's in here. It says like a little. I feel like I'm being invited to a very fancy party. Oh, is this the poster? This is like canvas. Get this close so you can see the texture. I don't even know if that's coming through, but it's textured like a canvas. What? This is not paper. This is cloth. What? How am I going to even store this inside of the case here? Because it's got to, goodness knows, it's all got to go in there together, right? I can't have this separated from this box. Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria. All right. Welcome to Freakland, only available from the Umbrella web store. This collector's edition includes a bumper 100-plus page book featuring behind-the-scenes new essays by Justin Beam, Whitney Seibold, and Mike Saunders, and fan art. Freak script book with custom artwork by Nicholas Baltra. Freaked original comic book, custom art Freaked stickers. So you're a hideous mutant freak, now what pamphlet? Custom artwork rigid case by Thomas Nicolette. Classic poster artwork, slipcase. A3 canvas poster, that's what it was, canvas. Limited edition numbered release. This is they made 10,000 of these. 10,000, I'm number 2831. I think that probably speaks to how well these sell. Some of these, they must have a pretty good gauge for how well this is going to sell. Here's the stickers. Man, that's fun. Basically just like a flyer. Here's this book. One of the, let's see. Oh, this is the comic. Oh, okay. The script. Oh man, that's a script. Original screenplay by Tim Burns, Tom Stern, and Alex Winter. January 12th, 1992. Interior, Regis and Kathy Lee show set. A horribly deformed figure, hunchback, misshapen head. Sits on a stool in complete silhouette. This is Rick Coogan. Rick, can you imagine it, Regis, Kathy Lee? One day I'm a hot young movie star, and the next day I'm a hideous mutant freak covered in festering lesions. Oddly, Regis and Kathy Lee are also in complete silhouette. Regis, sounds like my wife when she misses a mud pack. Where's the stuff back here? Hold up. Wait a minute. It's the Freakland archives in the back of this book. Oh man, we're at a half an hour. Resident Freak, Ryan Patrick on his Freakland archives. Okay, I better speed up a little bit. Freaked, Freaky Behind the Scenes, Essays, and Art. This is a hardcover book. I didn't do my joke. Oh, hold on. Come in. Who is it? I don't only exhibit freaks, I make them. But ugly, but funny. From Pee Wee to Freakland, title designer David Daniels on Freaked. This just goes. This is over 100 pages, right? Or it is 100 pages. So I should. Gosh, Suncoast Motion Picture Company. Oh man, the Suncoast memories. This looks amazing, man. This looks so kitschy. Check out the behind the scenes photographs from concept to screen. All right, and then here is the 4K itself. Let me flip this around. All right, just so you guys see one disc. What's this? Disc 1 is a 4K. We have another 2 Blu-rays and a 4K. All right. Roll up, sad normies. Feast your trembling eyes on the bonker spectacle that is Freaked, a gloriously absurd 1993 cult comedy from mischievous minds of Alex Winter and Tom Stern and Tim Burns. Once a smug former child star, Ricky Coogan, Alex Winter, is now the unfortunate face of shady mega corporation of a shady mega corporation pushing questionable products. But when Ricky and his misfit companions take a wrong turn, they find themselves at the derelict roadside freak show run by the mad scientist showman Elijah C. Scuggs, played by Randy Quaid. Scuggs doesn't just run the show; he makes it using volatile chemical blend and a flair for the grotesque. He transforms poor Ricky into full-blown human oddities, adding to his gallery of bizarre attractions, featuring an incredible supporting cast including Mr. T, Brooke Shields, and Keanu Reeves. Together, this sideshow crew plot to overthrow Scuggs before they're trapped in the tent forever. It's just to add words that my brain thinks should be there. It says in the tent forever, and I'm like, in the tent town. With eye-popping practical effects, surreal humor, and punk rock spirit, Freaked is a whirlwind of mutated madness and offbeat satire, often a celebration of strange, the silly, the spectacularly unconventional. 2004 audio commentary with co-writers, co-directors Tom Stern and Alex Winter. Work print alternate version. The rehearsal version alternate cut. The night's special guest, co-director writer Alex Winter on Freaked. Very special people, co-director, writer Tom Stern and writer Tim Burns on Freaked. The Glass Cyclops, cinematographer Jamie Thompson and camera operator Harry Garvin on Freaked. The Freak Maker, special makeup designer Tommy Gardner on Freaks. Strange Days in Santa Flan. Production designer Catherine Hardwick on Freaked. Production designer Catherine Hardwick. The Weird Revolution, the Butthole Surfers, Paul Leary on Freaks. On Freaked, a conversation with Alex Winter and FX artist, makeup artist, and art department supervisor Bill Corso. Interview with claymation maestro David Daniels. NYU Sight and Sound Project, short film by Tom Stern and Alex Winter. A 2004 conversation with writer Tim Burns. Jake Boston on Freaked cult movies and their second life on physical media. Hours of uncut behind-the-scenes footage transformed by the Goop, makeup test, deleted scenes, original and restored trailers. On a partridge in a pear tree. Holy cow. How have I never seen this movie? I guess because it's underground, and I mean, I've seen a lot of underground movies. All right. We did it. This is new arrivals from Umbrella Entertainment. Remember code CAM15 if it's your first order at the Umbrella web store. Well done, Umbrella. Well done. Kind of speechless. I saved this for last for a reason, but like, where do you go from there? Where do we go from here? You guys get that one? Let me know. That also means you made it to the end of the video if you got that reference. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks to Umbrella for sending this stuff over. Amazing, amazing releases. Keep up the incredible work. You guys, what have you seen? Let's talk about the movies. Till next time, I will catch you